we did not tell a lie about is the way Evangel had some weapons on offense.
It definitely did.
And some players on defense, and it showed the other night. I thought that our guys played their guts out. We had a lot of ups and downs in the ball game, and they came back and battled through those downs and got back up to seal the deal there in overtime. And it was just fun to watch our guys play with maximum effort. I mean, they left everything on the field last Friday night, and it was fun to watch those guys. And it was a complete team effort. I said that after the game to the reporters, and I mean that. We had defensive guys that came in and helped score the winning touchdown. So it was a great team effort the other night. Proud of our guys.
Well, it definitely was a team effort on the field, and even leading up to the kickoff, because we unveiled a lot of new things, and we did have a couple of hiccups that we've gotten ironed out. Everybody, if you're worried about the video board, that
it was working today.
It worked all the way up till kickoff, and then it didn't. But they opened the new press box up there, and everything got moving along just right. And
talking about the press box, we were in the national anthem, and I just turned around, and it was there. There's the press box right there, kind of like right there on you. And the scene that I saw, and I had somebody on the side, and I take a picture, was your dad, Ronnie.
Yeah.
And he was in the open window, and it looked like the Pope standing out over the crowd, as he was announcing. So it was a great picture. I shared it with him the other day, and it was just cool to see a massive press box like that, how it really makes our stadium,
It does.
Really
it
nice.
stands out. I wouldn't, aesthetically, I didn't know how it was gonna play, but and when they get completely finished with the backside and everything else, and
the backside is going to be beautiful.
It's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be real nice. We're happy to have it, but what it did allow us to do is finally focus on a real football game for the first time in a long time.
Yes.
And we had a little break in the weather. It was actually a nice night. It wasn't as crazy hot as it's become again
low
this
90s,
week.
low 90s,
with a nice
80s.
little breeze. Everything turned out good, but I looked across the field, and as well you did too, and though Evangel was small in total numbers, I think we counted about 39 or 40 kids, the 20 or so that they played, had a lot of kids going both ways, were some very good football players.
There's no doubt about it. When you have offensive linemen playing on the defensive side of the ball, and then you have defensive linemen having to come over and play the offensive side, and not only did we play our guts out, they played their guts out.
Did.
I mean, they had guys cramping up all over the place, and I probably gave them a little. I said 24 kids the other night after the game.
I think it was more like 18
or 19 is all they used. So it was they had guys playing. I mean, the wide receiver played free safety a bunch of snaps, and I think the quarterback got on defense there a time or two just to give somebody a breather.
A breather, and then a couple of linebackers, 6 and 8, were swapping out at linebacker and running back, and then even 9, the big defensive end. He came in for the 2-point conversion, and we'll get to here. But we do have some highlights from that 30-29 victory, and we'll get to them here as I get my notes here. I took notes because this is a professional broadcast.
Well, it is. It is.
And so starting off, you traded punts. The first, I think we kicked off, you win the toss, defer, kick off to Evangel, force a 3-and-out, and this was part of that first play, was a nice defensive play by Cam Riley right here.
Oh, yeah. Well, he broke good on the ball there. I thought he was going to get a pick 6 right there, but he got there in time. He ensured the tackle, and then they were able to punt. We were just kind of feeling each other out there for a little bit to really see. They were going to – I think those passes like that early in the game were testing if our corners are going to tackle, be physical at the line of scrimmage, that kind of thing. And so, we did some things testing, number 9 and the other defensive end early on in the game to see, if they could handle different types of blocks and that kind of stuff.
Fulgham, him and his brother, the quarterback and the receiver, ended up having a good game. I mean, two talented seniors.
Played really well.
One of the Fulghams was listed as a junior, but they're twins.
Yes,
I don't understand that.
I'm almost positive they're both
I think
seniors.
they're both seniors.
I hope they are anyway.
So, anyway, sticking on the defensive side of the ball, you trade punts. This is Evangel's second possession right here. Here's another pass breakup by Cam, who had a nice night over there at corner.
He played a really good ball game the other night. He guiding him out of bounds, trying to keep him pressure on him, and then gets his hand up and knocks it away. It was a good ball by the quarterback. Just we made the play when we needed to right there.
Well, you held them to a field goal on that drive. Evangel takes an early 3-0 lead, and then you get the football back and a nice little drive, and it was sparked by this run by Jay Sean White.
Yeah, he had a really good night the other night for his first time back in a long, long time. So he pops it outside right there. Good blocking there, and he gets the edge. I thought he was going to take it all the way, and the guy tripped him up there.
You know who that tripped him up? That was number 9. That was the defensive end.
That was the defensive end that ran him down.
That's exactly
that tells you what kind of – that's why he's going to Texas A&M.
So that was a 48-yarder right there. It led to a field goal by Deal. He was a 40-yarder, and you tied up 3-3.
And I will say this, Jake did a really fine job the other night kicking the ball. We should have gave him a couple more opportunities, but as far as his first varsity football game, real game, he kicks a 42-yarder. Man, that was nice to see.
Nice to see to tie that up after the drive stalled. You get that, it's 3-3, and Evangel gets the football back, and then here's a 3rd and 10 play that Cam Riley again with another pass breakup.
Yeah. They did a lot of timing routes, and you'll see some here, and I'm sure in a minute on a couple of touchdowns, that kind of thing. And they ran 25-yard comebacks. And that in high school football, that's just hard to do. And obviously, being brothers, they've worked on that quite a bit, I'm sure, over the years. But I mean, when you throw a 25-yard comeback, from the middle of the field, it's about a 50-yard throw. And they hit it right on the money a couple times. Yeah,
we get to the end of the first quarter, and then they're down deep inside your territory, and we've gotten this is a big hit by Tytron. That was kind of a questionable
had a great
flag.
Night
he had a great night. We're going to get to the biggest play of the game right there. Yeah. But
that's just that's high school football. I did not see helmet to helmet.
Yeah.
They have a new rule about defenseless player, you have to use your arms and that kind of thing. And, we talked about it, worked on it, but when,
it's hard.
It's hard to teach somebody how to do that.
He led with his shoulder. His helmet was out of the way. But, hey, it picked up a flag. No big deal.
For the last 5 years, we've had the helmet-to-helmet thing. So, he stayed away from that.
Exactly.
So, but, I'll take that every day of the week.
Yeah, that was a nice, strong play. He came up. He dislodged the football from the receiver and did his job right there. And it was 2nd and goal for 5 consecutive plays because there was a couple of penalties on both sides. Yeah, they had a few. So it kind of went back and forth. And then
this was the part of the game where, both of us had put drives together, and we were just kind of like they were getting a little tired, and so were we. Mm-hmm. And so the penalties happen when you get a little tired.
Fulgham hits Fulgham, and for a 10-yard touchdown, their extra point was blocked, and it's 9-3.
Turned out to be a big
Evangel.
To be a big play.
At 1 point.
Coach Collins preaches that they score a touchdown. We still got to play the next play. Not taking the play off. Mm-hmm. You block block an extra point. You keep them at 1 point. That could be the difference in the ball game, and obviously you can tell that was a big difference in the ball game.
Was a big difference right here, and then you get the ball back. We're driving back down. Here's a nice option play to Vaughn. This is a package that you guys have kind of highlighted a little bit more this season.
Yeah, we've added the option game to get the edge more times than not, and then this is they've really worked good time on this. Coach Birch and Coach Caesar have done a great job of getting those guys timed up to where they can pitch the ball. But this is part of the 95-yard drive early in the second quarter, I believe it was. So this is a really fine drive. Gave our defense a rest.
It did.
We just didn't get any
points out of it. You get all the way down there after that, and you get down and get nothing out of it.
Well, we go, you go 95 yards, and this is my thought
and you're
process.
Going
We're down 9-3.
9-3. Time's kind of ticking down a little bit.
And everybody not on the headsets and talking, is say, I'll kick the field goal. Well, yeah, drive 95 yards to kick the field goal. We're going to go for this.
Yeah.
So we rolled the dice a little bit. We had a good play call. We just threw a little bit behind him, and they made a great play on it. And, we're 9-3. But they still got to drive 95 yards the other way. So we got good field position.
Yeah, the good field position for the defense. You gave them a rest and was able to hold them off and go into halftime just trailing 9-3. And, your thoughts going into half after that first half of football. It was a tough, hard-fought half of football.
It was. My thought was we've got to capitalize on points. We've missed a couple opportunities to get points. I thought our defense was playing outstanding, but I was worried, the big play is going to happen at some point, and we've got to get the ball in the end zone. So we made some adjustments, got some better formations in the second half to move that football. So it was just preaching we got to score touchdowns.
Yeah, got to finish drives is the way it goes. Well, it was halftime, so you guys took a break on the field. It's about time for us to take our first break here on Tiger Talk. Just remind you, we're live at Melvin's here every Wednesday night during football season, starting about 6:30. Not about 6:30. That's when we start. It's at 6:30. So we're going to take a break, and please take note of our sponsors here, not only on the Neville Tiger Network, but also Sunny 98.3. When we come back, we will talk about that second half and that dramatic finish. So stay with us here on Tiger Talk, live from Melvin's.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities, too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces, including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call, 547-3233, or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger football. Being a strong team means accomplishing great things by working together. Being a Neville Tiger means striving for excellence in all things. Origin Bank and Neville High School share a long history of making a difference in our community. Together with the Food Bank of Northeast Louisiana, we're able to provide meals to children, families, and seniors facing hunger in Northeast Louisiana. Origin Bank and Neville Tiger football, always a winning combination. Origin Bank, member FDIC.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizzas, 9, 12, or 14. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta rolls. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
Winning is synonymous with Neville High School and Williams Orthodontics. Where the Neville Nation strives to finish strong on the field, court, or diamond, Dr. Kevin Williams and his staff share the same passion to deliver outstanding smiles to all patients in North Louisiana and South Arkansas. If you or anyone in your family are needing an orthodontic consultation, call the friendly staff at Williams Orthodontics to schedule an appointment so you too can be on the road to a winning smile. Williams Orthodontics says, "Go Tigers."
Here at Parker Alexander, we obtain justice for those who've been injured due to the negligence of others. Whether that's in a car accident, a truck accident, wrongful death, we also make our community safer. We hold violators accountable.
And welcome back again to Tiger Talk. We're in our second segment. Segment is, I'm just going to get that out of my second segment. Second quarter here in Tiger Talk is going to be brought to you by our good friend Frank Nettles over at Frank Nettles Automotive. And I know for the past 4 years he helped keep Mason's Land Cruiser alive, and
he did.
And he did.
And he's
helped a ton.
Me a lot too.
Not only Neville Tigers, but everybody around the Ouachita Parish area.
It's family owned and operated.
That is correct, and you can catch him with Frankenbeans on Instagram too, if you want to do that. But as we are every Wednesday night here, we are live at Melvin's Restaurant here on Oliver Road in Monroe, and I'm continue to be joined by Neville head football coach Jeff Tannehill. And Coach, as we move into this second half, talk about what you were telling the guys in the locker room coming out trailing by 6 into this second half last Thursday.
We've got to pay more attention to detail. We got to get the little things right in the second half. The little things is why we didn't score a touchdown, or we didn't get lined up, play fast, play physical, and take care of the small things, and we'll take care of ourselves. So, and I thought we did that for the most part of the second half, especially in the third quarter and early in the fourth quarter. Those were the times I really thought we played really well, third quarter mainly.
Yeah,
so.
and it paid off going into halftime. We'll get to these highlights here in a minute, but I mean, you kind of had some scores taken away. I mean, there were some drop passes throughout the night, and then you had a fumble into the end zone too.
Right. It's the second one I've had since I've been head coach. That cost us going into overtime. So luckily we won this one. But
hindsight being 2020.
So we have two passes that I felt like on
catchable
most
balls.
Nights we're going to catch those balls. Had an opportunity, score a touchdown or kick a field goal inside the 5, and then in the second half we fumble into the end zone. Have a field goal blocked. Mm-hmm. All those things, that I felt like we left a lot of points out there that we could have got and would have made this thing a little better.
But
never credit to Evangel.
Look, they stayed in there, hung in there, and came back with a vengeance and ended up tying it up. We'll get to how they got to that. I did want to ask you, too. I mean, Evangel, I don't know if you good. I watched a good bit of it. God, Family, and Football, I believe. You can find it on your streaming service. I think Hulu, Freevee, something. Either way.
12 people, professionals.
Right. And
they're making a movie.
They had cameras all over the place. These a big film crew.
I don't notice. I see Jason at halftime. It's the only time I notice any of our cameras, and so I think we're just kind of all got tunnel vision during a ball game, trying to stay focused on what we're trying to do. Well,
speaking of focus, y'all came out focused in that third quarter, Coach, and starting off once again, Jay Sean had a nice night on the ground, and this was a 35-yard.
It's a good block right there by Braden Blade. He played really well all night too, and then we almost scored another one. So I really felt like that the guys' offensive line kind of got it going there in the third quarter. We've got 2 sophomores at tackles.
Yeah.
We've got 2 juniors at guards. We've got the lone senior right in the middle, Taylor Quinn. So it's going to take a little bit
to get acclimated.
And to jump in there and fight this grizzly bear the first game of the season. I mean, I thought they played their tails off the other night. They never quit. They worked their tails off. When you're having to block probably a future All-American number 9 all night long, and I'll tell you who had to block him most of the time was Thomas Campbell. So he had to wrestle with that guy all night long. So, but those are things, those tough games, early in the season like this, we're going to be tested. And we've got to know early before we get into the playoffs whether we can or whether we can't. So I thought we did a good job of that, staying with the ball game last night.
I did as well. And here's a newcomer that we hadn't talked about but has shined a little bit, a small guy.
Yeah.
But Trendon Dumas had a couple of nice catches. This was his first right there, that first drive in and on that fumble in the end zone.
Right.
And then this is your second possession here in the second half. And let's go see if we can't check out that Trendon Dumas catch. This is for a touchdown.
Yeah, we run a little – that's a rollout pass play that we run. I'm just trying to watch this. Yeah, rollout pass play we run, and he got wide open over there right in the corner. It's a good throw by Amon.
Yeah.
Trendon was kind of in a backup role, and Bond went down and came in and had the game of his life so far. So, he's always been a hustler. He works real hard. He catches the ball really good. The other night, though, he got his chance to play, and he made the best of it. I mean, he had an outstanding ball game.
We voted him one of our Origin Bank players of the game for that game, and it was just a standout. He made some big catches, not only that were kind of acrobatic, but big time, like in
third and 8.
Yeah, exactly.
10, somewhere in there.
That were critical in y'all's quest for a victory on Thursday night. So we talk about another catch. There's another one from Amon to Trendon right here for a 24-yard. That was the 24. Wait, we got another one. This is another one.
Two big
catches right here. Let's see. Let's see what pops up with this next.
We'll let it go.
We'll
let it roll.
See what happens. Is it?
Okay. We'll move on to defense.
Okay, this is a tackle for loss with Jaden Webb, who had a good night as well.
He really had a fine night. He's one of our leaders of the defensive line. Just a guy that's been in the mix for the last couple of years and really kind of taking over that leadership role on our defensive line. It just plays hard every snap. Practice, it's full speed all the time. Just proud to see that guy finally be a starter and work his tail off.
Yeah, and then you get to I think this was Butcher on this next one. It was a sack by him, and this is another young linebacker that's finally getting a chance to get some game reps.
The thing about Butcher is, with Braylon being out, Butcher stepped in there last week and has really played well. I mean, he's just so athletic. He's always played like a safety spot for us, and we slid him inside. He's a little light because he's always played safety, but he makes up that with speed and athleticism.
Well, you tied it up on that Dumas catch. It was 9-9. That was you had a little mishandled snap on the extra point, and you get the football back, and then Jalen Nichols from 25 yards out. It was a nice drive down the field. And then, wait a second. Before, do we have the Dumas? No, the Dumas catch that led to this play. Let's go to the Dumas catch. This is the one on third down, 3rd and 10.
That's kind of the same play right there. John Michael throws it where really he's the only one that can catch it more. He goes up high and catches the ball and really just made a fantastic play. I think that was 3rd and 8. Kept the drive alive. Moving on, I know we're going to move here and see it in just a second, but Jalen really got it going in the second half for us the other night, and we got where we had 1-2 punch with him and Jay Sean, and then it really him kick it in high gear the last third quarter, fourth quarter.
Yeah,
I mean, it really
some
helped
big
us.
Tough runs. And got some extra yardage.
He had some good runs.
Well, speaking of this one may not have been as tough of a run, but it was an impressive run nonetheless. 25 yards for the score to give you all the lead.
That's just great vision right here. That play's designed to run to the left side of the center, and he cut it all the way back and ran it right up the sidelines. So, it's a great job blocking by Van Martinez, and there's Tamarion Wade getting him into the end zone with a great block on the corner.
Yeah, so you take a 16-9 lead. Evangel gets the ball. They're driving back down on your side of the football field, and one of our other Origin Bank players of the game, Tytron Hanley. We're going to talk to him here in this next segment. Yeah. He's sitting here, and Melvin's enjoying one, and there's that pick six.
We had a great pressure on the quarterback there. I think we hit him right as he threw the ball. Tytron's in great coverage, steps in front, and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. And the more that was impressive, but the one thing that I was proud of is our guys did not clip anybody going back to the end zone. Connor Vincent just kind of got in the front of one of the other guys and made sure that he didn't catch up with Tytron. But, that's our defensive coaches doing a great job of coaching that situation too.
So you go up 23-9 after that extra point. You're looking up, and, you got the momentum. You're up a couple of touchdowns. And then the next play off the bat, Fulgham hits Fulgham, and he gets loose. And for I think it was about a 70-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, I think we took the foot off the pedal a little bit. Just think we relaxed. We played off a little bit, and then later offensively we stall out a couple of times. So, I think we just kind of relaxed a little bit instead of going ahead and putting them away.
And you have this botched punt here, kind of helped you out there. Early, I believe that's early in the fourth. It was as you had a good defensive stand. Your defense comes back after that touchdown, and then you make the 3 and out. And then you get a good field position. But another time,
we have a chance to go by 3 scores, and
you try the field goal, and
it gets blocked.
But
we had a mishap, I think with a snap or something, and then we had a missed block on the next play, and then we rolled out and threw an incomplete pass. So let's just kick it, and then we get it blocked too, and it was all right. Like a domino started then. So
and then another big play to Fulgham again. I mean, I don't know if look, number 13. You got to watch out for that young man. I mean, he's gonna make a lot of highlight films this year. Not only in high school and probably next year too.
Probably next year.
But they get the extra point. It's good. It's 23-23, and I think we're about midway through the fourth quarter, sitting around the 6-minute mark, and then y'all get the football back and trying to obviously score and at the same time kind of keep that clock running, keep it out of the hands. You'd seen those big plays from Evangel, but here's a big run where Amon pulled it down and got you a first down that kept that clock running.
They were in great coverage, but they all dropped back. He makes a good scramble. We get it blocked downfield, and then he picks up a big first down so that we don't allow them to have the ball in our territory. And then, we move it down the field right after that, and, we kept the ball away from them was the most important thing there.
Yep. You had to give it back a little bit, but then no, you didn't. You didn't have to give it back. You ran the clock out.
Yeah, we ended up running the clock out.
And go into, go back to the sidelines and you flip a coin again. It's overtime, and Evangel wins the toss. They give the football to y'all. Nichols has a great run on first down. Thought he might have got in another, and you almost had a little deal where the ball did. We played it on replay a couple of times where the ball hits the ground and pops back out, but you're going, no, not again. I guess when that ball pops
that's
out.
That's exactly what happened.
And then he finishes off that drive here with this 1 yard little plunge.
Yeah. Great push. We've got the defensive guys right there on the left side.
And you see Watley in there.
Watley and Jaden Webb, and I think Cam Johnson was in there, and Brandon Baker also played there some. So, that Tiger training package we have is we've used that for years and years. And, when we get in short yardage, we're going to bring some heavy beef in there and try to get that 1 or 2 yards.
And if you don't remember, that first play in overtime for Evangel, actually you had a offsides. It's 1st and 5. They hit Fulgham there in the corner, and they call timeout. And if you listen to the post-game stuff, and you could see it, because, if you were at the game, you watched it on the network, there were cramps. They were going down with cramps every
when we scored the touchdown is when number 8 fell
He was
out.
on the other side of the
full body cramps below the waist.
They had to get carried off, and I think the coaches, Coach Duran at least said, the coaches came up and said, hey, we can't go another round. Our guys are done, and they're going to give it to big number 9, and I wasn't expecting 9 to come in there. And the 9 looked like a 6 because they had baby blue numbers, but we're not going to get in that. But they put one of the big guys. They had 6, 8, and then 9 was one of the other ones.
Right.
And they all look about the same size back there. Mm-hmm. And they put him in to go for 2, and they come back out, and you have a great defensive stop on about the 6-inch line and preserve the victory.
The most important thing right here is they go for 2. We're prepared for it. We hit him low. It looks like he falls in, but he's well short of the goal line there. And we cut his knees out from under him right there on the 1 yard line, and he falls straight down right there. So, unbelievable job of our kids doing what they're supposed to do, being well coached and being coachable and doing what they're supposed to do in that situation.
Well, they did. You come out with a 30-29 win. You're 1-0 on this young season here in 2023. All right, well, we got a lot more to come here on Tiger Talk. Next segment, Tytron handling. Big interception return for a touchdown. Get you a spot on Tiger Talk. You know, that's and so we look forward to speaking with him. And then that fourth segment will be Coach Tannehill and I discussing this Friday night's contest versus the Ouachita Lions. So stay tuned. We've got a lot more here to come right here on Tiger Talk.
This is why I run.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see him in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
When Neville Nation craves delicious fast food, there's only one place that comes to mind: Sonic Drive-In on North 18th. Whether it's a breakfast toaster on your way to work or school, one of the many lunch combos, a mid-afternoon Route 44 cold drink, a pregame popcorn chicken, or a postgame Sonic Blast, the Sonic on North 18th Street has you covered. So drive through or park and wait for a friendly car hop today to find out why our Sonic is the Sonic on North 18th Street in Monroe. It's definitely Tiger approved.
Whether you're dining in or grabbing to go, at Nukes, we love to share great food, to delight with new flavors, to celebrate every bite. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
Football has been America's favorite pastime. Jim Taylor Buick GMC understands keeping traditions alive. Cheers may change, mascots may change. One thing remains the same. The best seat at the game will always be the tailgate of a vehicle from Jim Taylor.
This is State Senator Stewart Cathy Jr., and this Labor Day weekend in Louisiana, we've got something special coming for you. It's not just any holiday, it's a sales tax holiday. Thanks to the bill I authored this past session, this holiday is on guns, ammo, and all your hunting gear. So grab your list and come on down, because in the sportsman's paradise, we're celebrating freedom, responsibly and tax-free. Remember, it's only this Labor Day weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, don't miss out.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
At Marion State Bank, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and part of your community. With branches in Marion, Farmerville, Sterlington, Drew, and soon to be West Monroe, we're excited to be growing alongside you. Whether it's opening that first savings account, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't forget about MSB Mortgage in Monroe.
I'm Robert Lane.
And I'm Ben Jones with Marion State Bank.
And we live where you live.
Marion State Bank, member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back, everybody, as we are still live here at Melvin's Restaurant. Stewart Shelby now joined by Tytron Hanley. Tytron, welcome to Tiger Talk, man.
Thank you.
Glad to have you. And you know, all you got to do to get on Tiger Talk is get a 70-yard interception return, pick six. You know, you can do that every week, right?
Yes, sir.
That'll be fine with you. So we're glad that you've come to join us here. You got your mom, Amanda, sitting over here right there. She's got her phone out, video and everything. So just like a good mom should. But well, tell us a little bit about yourself, Tytron. I mean, you came to us a couple of years ago and have immediately made an impact. You know, had some a lot of impact plays last year, and then moving into your senior year. I guess, you know, what kind of brought you to football? Were you younger or older whenever you got into it?
Younger.
Really?
Watching a lot of people play, you know, just inspired me to, like, get up and, like, want to play.
Mm-hmm. So were you always on the defensive side of the ball?
I started on offense. I was running back.
Okay.
I got tired of getting hit.
You got tired of getting hit?
Yeah.
So you'd rather deliver punishment than take it? Man, you you defensive backs got a lot of guys who've said the same thing over the past few years that we've been doing this, man. But hey, look, it is. You've turned it into a good role back there. So let's talk about your guys. We had Alan Price on last week, and then that defensive backfield. Take me through some of your partners back there.
Yeah, we got Alan Price, real physical DB.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna make a play when it's time to make a play. We got Juju. He's very confident. When it's time for him to step up. We got Robert Graves. Loves to hit. Cam Riley on the backside corner. He's gonna make a play too.
You definitely got a lot of talent back there. And talk about, you guys compete within each other in drills or anything?
No, we keep it cool.
Y'all keep it cool. Okay. Well, you're going to try to play kind of as a unit back there. Yeah. That's what you got to do. I mean, even though sometimes you're on an island. Tell me about this play last week. Evangel's driving. It's a tight football game. You come in there, and then did you see it happening, or you had a great break on the ball?
Coach Collins told me to just sit right there. A play would come to me.
Mm-hmm.
Brody Wiley and Jaden Webb.
Got some good pressure.
Yeah. Ball came straight to me.
And off to the races you went.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of those deals. That's your first pick six?
Yeah.
Is that the first touchdown you've scored at Neville?
Yes,
See, well, there you go.
No, it's second.
The second one. Okay. That's it. So, I mean, that's always a big deal. And I really enjoyed the celebration. It looked like, I don't know, it was kind of half excited and then half tired. I mean, you had to run 70 yards down the field. I mean, you had to take a little break in the end zone. But, being able to do that in front of a big crowd, under the lights, at home, what does that feel like? That's coming from somebody who's never picked off a pass in his life.
It felt good, I was trying not to get emotional on the sideline. I had to keep it cool.
You still had some more game to play.
Yeah. Coach told me, get back to the sideline. Still got a lot more game to play.
Mm-hmm.
Get some water and be ready, prepared.
And it was a team last week in Evangel that was going to test that secondary, and they did. They won a few, but you guys won more than they did.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe at the end of that game, talk about that. You got the one play to either win or lose the game right there. I mean, what was going through your mind at that, I guess, the overtime play?
Just to make the play. Don't let them get in the end zone. We got to win this game. We got a big week next week, so it feel good to come off a win.
And when that happened, I mean, you kind of had to wait just a little bit for that official's call, and then when you got it, you could kind of release.
Yeah.
You could finally breathe a little bit, huh? It was fun. I like watching everybody come off the the bench is clear, and then you get in front of the band and all that. So it's a heck of a way to start off your senior year in football.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's talk about this senior year. You get off, obviously, that first goal on every senior's mind is to win game one.
Yes,
you can't win them all if you don't win the first one, right?
Yes, sir.
So talk about your goals personally here for this 2023 season, and then maybe lead into some of y'all's team goals.
I just got one big main goal, and that's to lead Louisiana in tackles. I love to tackle.
That's your deal. You'd rather tackle than all the pick sixes?
Yes, sir.
Well, a run-stopping defensive back, that's not a bad place, not a bad guy to be.
Yeah.
So you really – and now you just told me that you didn't like to get hit as a running back, but you enjoy doing the same thing to people that used to be in your shoes? Okay, well, hey, look, we'll go with it. I'm sure there's a lot of Neville fans that will take it. But as far as getting those tackles and then team-wise, I mean, do you like to keep it yourself week to week, you and your fellow defensive brethren back there? I mean, just kind of go, hey, we got to win this week, trying to focus on the next task, not try to look too far down the line.
Yes, sir.
So, Ouachita, this is a team that's kind of very familiar. You got some familiar some players, some coaches, all that on that side of the thing. What are you looking for out of the Lions here this Friday night?
Just looking to a whole bunch of running, but with our D-line, ain't too much running they going to get.
So you think that just really focusing on that run game and helping control that and then help get your offense going. Sometimes a good big defensive play like that can get that offense, Jenin as well. Some big momentum can have from a big hit, a fumble or a takeaway or a pick six, those types of things. So, okay, so let's see. What else do we want to talk about here? The being at Neville, what's kind of your favorite thing, maybe off the football field at Neville High School?
Off the field, they just like to keep us around and keep us good chemistry. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
We stay around, hang, and laugh with each other and stuff like that.
Pep rallies, things like that. Just kind of going through all of that. You got a favorite teacher you want to shout out?
Miss Booth.
Miss Booth?
Yeah.
I got you. And what does she teach?
Reading.
Reading?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You got to see, I'm trying to get you extra points here. Do you see how this works? All right, we're going to – that's when I asked you your favorite teacher. You go, I think I really like all of them. And then you go, Miss Booth, and then you get 2 or 3 more, It's all right. Next time when we get you in the playoffs, we'll keep going right there. Anybody, while we have an opportunity, anybody want to say hi to? I already talked to your mama. That's back there.
Hi, sister. Shout out my niece, Lexi. Love you.
And Lexi likes to come watch you play?
Yeah.
How old is she?
1. Just turned 1.
1? Well, good. Oh, there you go. We'll have to – good thing we're putting these on YouTube. So, when she grows up to be 4, you can show her all of your highlight videos.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, look, Tytron, man, we appreciate the passion you show out on the football field. We appreciate you being here with us, and good job on the interview, my man.
Thank
all right. Everybody, Tytron Hanley, give him a nice round of applause as we take our final break here on Tiger Talk. We're going to bring back the head football coach, Coach Tannehill. We're going to talk about these Ouachita Lions and a tough task here after their big win last week versus the Rummel Raiders. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back with more Tiger Talk right after this.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities, too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces, including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call, 547-3233, or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger football. Being a strong team means accomplishing great things by working together. Being a Neville Tiger means striving for excellence in all things. Origin Bank and Neville High School share a long history of making a difference in our community. Together with the Food Bank of Northeast Louisiana, we're able to provide meals to children, families, and seniors facing hunger in Northeast Louisiana. Origin Bank and Neville Tiger football, always a winning combination. Origin Bank, member FDIC.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizza, 9, 12, or 14. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta noodles. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
Winning is synonymous with Neville High School and Williams Orthodontics.
Where the Neville Nation strives to finish strong on the field, court, or diamond, Dr. Kevin Williams and his staff share the same passion to deliver outstanding smiles to all patients in North Louisiana and South Arkansas. If you or anyone in your family are needing an orthodontic consultation, call the friendly staff at Williams Orthodontics to schedule an appointment so you too can be on the road to a winning smile. Williams Orthodontics says, "Go Tigers."
Here at Parker Alexander, we obtain justice for those who've been injured due to the negligence of others. Whether that's in a car accident, a truck accident, wrongful death, we also make our community safer. We hold violators accountable.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Yes, we just missed well, happy birthday to your daughter Natalie.
My oldest daughter Natalie turned 14 today, so.
14.
Yeah. 2009 she was born. Year Coach Birch and them won the state championship. So
it was a good year all the way around.
It was.
And happy birthday, Natalie. And she helped us. She was helping us out, setting up the set over there today. So good deal. Look, only a couple more years and you get to buy her car.
Yeah.
So all right. So we welcome back Coach Tannehill here in our final segment on Tiger Talk, and it's before we talk about these Ouachita Lions, let's talk about these Origin Bank Players of the Week that we were selected by us and the coaching staff, and we just saw Tytron Hanley had the big interception.
And had some other good, really, really good plays. So. And
then Trenton Dumas, the receiver who stepped in and stepped up for you last week. So
and we always preach about, you're one play away from being in. You're one play away from helping the team. If you don't know what to do when your number is called, what's going to happen to our team if you don't take care of your part of it at practice, pregame, all that stuff. So always keep your mind on what's going on and watch the game and be ready to go in at any call.
Anytime. Well, those two definitely stepped up, so congratulations to those two young men. Okay, Coach, it's Ouachita week. Last year, the start of the season, we get a win with Evangel, and then we head to Ouachita, and one of the weirdest games
2-hour rain
that
delay.
had. We had a 2-hour rain delay, that's right, and Ouachita came out kind of hot, and the Tigers came out a little bit flat after that 2.5-hour rain delay. You'd already been through the downpour and Evangel, and then here we go again. It was rain, lightning, all you can do. You're just sitting around waiting. It was the day that the LHSAA had come out with the new playoff scenario. There was just a perfect storm of distraction for you coming out. And we're not making excuses, but there was one of the things, because Ouachita was going through the same thing, but they came out, ended up having a surprising year, a lot of firsts for Ouachita. Right there, they get a big win over Neville, first one in a while. They beat West Monroe last year as well, but they take it 43-29, a game they pulled out a little bit late, and when we say late, it was literally and figuratively within the game. But
about 11 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, it was a late one. And but from last year to this year, Ouachita's got a new coach, Garvin, now at West Monroe, and Benji Lewis, former assistant, takes over out there, and pretty much a brand new coaching staff. A lot of different faces on that coach's staff, as a lot of people left with Coach Garvin, and preparing for a team like that with some familiarity, but really not in a lot of those roles, can be tough.
Yeah, well, they're really really good on defense. Coach Lewis is a defensive guy, but he's hired Jimmy Sampson, who was former head coach down at Caldwell, and he's a fine defensive coach. Really keeps up with everything. Does a great job calling plays, and then they have a new offensive quarterback, Coach Phillips.
Coordinator.
And of course, they've always got their strength staff. Alan Chance does a great job out there. He's been out there a long time, and they got a good coaching staff. They do a fine job of coaching football, and they've got a fine team again this year. Last year we went over there, got all the rain delays and everything. We were very, very young last year at this time. Our lineup changed quite a bit from week 1 to week 5 last year. So, I thought we were very inexperienced, very young, and we played like it at times last year. We had a chance. We were rolling pretty good there early in the second quarter, had a chance to go down, take the lead. We take the lead, and then we turn around and give it right back to them again. And, it was back and forth all the way until the fourth quarter. And our guys played extremely hard. I just felt like the inexperience of being in a big game like that really cost us. And, we just got better and better as the year went along last year after that loss. We found out a lot about our team, made the adjustments, and got better. This year we're taking basically the same team over there. Or they're coming over here, but we're basically playing with the same team that we played with last year. With the exception of Fives White and Zalance Hurd. A couple of good guys, good players, and Brooks Anzalone. So, those guys are they're gone, but we've had some guys fill their shoes, and hopefully. We'll be a little more experienced as we take on those Lions Friday night.
They had a good win over Rummel. Rummel coming up from New Orleans. The Lions kind of bent, didn't break, and then took advantage of an opportunity there late to win that one 21-20.
They had a game a lot like ours last week. Late win, and they've got a lot of enthusiasm. They're ready to play, and it ought to be a tough battle here Friday night for us.
You talk about Ouachita, every time they get off the bus, they
look great.
They look like a football team.
That was back in the 80s when Coach Val was there.
Always.
When they got off the bus, they looked good. They looked the part.
And they've got some athletes.
They do. They sure do. And offensively, they've got Trevon Bradford, big tight end, good-looking kid, fast. He's a little light for a tight end, but he really does a good job of blocking, runs good routes. Then their tailback is Kylan Bell. I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah, that's Bell. Yeah.
Kylan Bell, number 3. And then Zach Jackson's quarterback, very athletic kid. So, they've got some weapons. They've got a wideout that's really good. And then they've got one of the other tailbacks is Gibson, number 22. So those are guys. And look, up front, you're talking about looking good. Their center, their tackle, number 77, Marcus England, he's a senior. Okay?
Yeah.
And we'll go right here on 54 is Gavin Waters. He's a senior. And just about everybody on their offensive line is a senior. And those two guys they're pretty big fellas. So they do a fine job. They've got a good scheme. They've got an athletic quarterback that does a lot of things with the ball. And then they've, a couple of their wide receivers run good routes and catch the ball in space and do a lot of good things. Defensively, I really think is their strong point. Their defensive line is – they're huge. 99 is a big player. He's big, sophomore.
Yeah.
Dante no, that's the end.
99. That's
A.J.
Washington, yeah.
But number 90, Dante Hall, plays defensive end. And then 48,
Let's grab your notes there.
Yeah. Let's see. 48 is Dylan Berryman.
Yeah, Berryman.
Both of them are really fine football players. And then, they've got number 0 that's Kristen Doyle, and then Jacoby Wilson playing linebacker. So their front 6, man, those guys are really good players. They run the football, and they're physical up front. 99, and watching film, he'll take the guard and just shove him all the way into the quarterback. So they're really good on defense. They run the football. They defend well. And they kept Rummel to, 20 points the other night.
Exactly.
I think one of those may have been a defensive touchdown for Rummel, too. So, defensively they're going to be a good football team, and their kicking game is I'm trying to think of 46.
Left-footed kicker.
Left-footed kicker, Nathan Holly, I believe is his name. Is that right?
No. Let me see.
46, Nathan Holly. Yeah.
I thought it was another kid kicking, but either way. But
he's left-footed. He does a good
kicker
job.
that does a great job as well. Special teams have scored them a couple of touchdowns. Not only a jamboree, I think they ran a kickoff return. You definitely got speed on both sides of the football. And
this, they're going to be sky high when they come to Rupel Stadium. They'll have them coached up and ready to play, and definitely. Anytime Ouachita and Neville get together, it's going to be a battle. It always has been. So, it's going to be a fine contest Friday night.
These two schools have been playing for a long time.
Till COVID, we had, I think that was our second longest streak against anybody until COVID hit.
Ouachita and Ruston, and we got both of them on the schedule.
Right.
this year. This happens in week 2. It's going to be at Bill Ruppel Stadium. Still a couple of tickets available. If you want some reserved seating, you can see Miss Joy there in Coach Rankin's office at the school. And
we'll have a pep rally Friday morning. It ought to be a big one. Theme is jungle this week, I believe. Okay. I believe so.
Maybe so.
Welcome to the jungle or something like that.
And it's going to be, I believe they're saying it's a whiteout.
It's a whiteout game Friday night.
Whiteout game Friday night. So wear your white stuff, whatever you got. Something like this will work.
Like this
there you
perfect.
Go. And
auction shirts will be fine.
That's right. And if you need some white shirts, you can go to H. Michael's or they have a few for sale. Miss
Joy or Miss
Rasco up at the school. Mm-hmm. So to get a couple of that, some extra Tiger garb.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So big weekend coming up. This Friday, you got Neville and Ouachita coming back at Ruppel Stadium. We look forward to a good crowd. Mm-hmm. And anything
we'll
else?
Talk about those younger Tigers tomorrow night at Ruppel Stadium. Our junior
the junior high will be playing tomorrow night at Bill Ruppel as well. So get some of those future Tigers out there to kind of see what the next wave of Tigers are going to do. So, well, look, Coach, as always, we thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us here on Tiger Talk, and we thank everybody that comes out and watches us talk about this stuff every Wednesday here at Melvin's. Thanks to Melvyn and Diane, Annie, and her crew here at Melvin's, and everybody that showed up, Tytron for joining us as well. Will Anders punching all the buttons for us. And, Coach, good luck this Friday night. All right.
Thank you, Stewart.
I'm Stewart Shelby saying good night from Melvin's. We'll be back on the air Friday night as the Lions come to 600 Forsyth. Stay tuned for that. Good night, everybody.